Thank you. Excuse me. Champagne. That was the champagne.
I smoke weed.
Nice.
It's serious, man.
Hi there. This video is about the actress Victoria Pedretti. This is Emily, and you're watching I Need a Real Job channel.
Growing up, I loved Pride and Prejudice and 500 Days of Summer, like when I got older. But when I was younger, I have this vivid memory of pulling the tape out of the out of the VHS when I broke my out of the VCR. I'm young.
Just try to learn from as much of all of this weirdness as you can.
I believe that it is manageable. I mean, I have to believe that it's manageable.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know it would have to do with some of the way it's cut, like costume and jewelry, so the way it reflects light. I don't freaking know. I don't know this stuff. This feels heavier. So I'm gonna go with the heavier one. I'm gonna go with this one. Yes. Okay, cool. I can go home now and not get disowned.
How early on or how deep into the process were you made aware that Love was essentially out-Joeing Joe at some point?
She does not out Joe Joe. She does not out Joe Joe. Joe is on his own thing.
And in some ways nerve-wracking because you don't want to be like the squeaky wheel. You don't want to be the thing that makes everything fall apart, especially when you want it to be good. But that said, I become a fan of whatever I'm doing. I can't work on a project if in the moment I can't absolutely love what I'm doing.
That's what you do with one. Looks like water. Tastes like water. They definitely taste different, which they both taste like water.
I did a lot of that work in college when I was studying, and I really think I benefited from having 4 years of being able to practice, and nobody's ever gonna see it.
We have the capacity to understand it and to perform that. Me and Penn, as far as I know, have not actually done killed people.
I love you're just leaving the door open just in case. It's highly unlikely.
Well, the show also shows you that you don't know what's going on in people's lives. So, and I think that that's really an important thing to highlight.
I ended up doing a chemistry read with Penn, and it was like going through a tornado and then coming out and just being like, whoop, well, I did my best. There was some promise in whatever we did.
It feels like this one definitely is more expensive. My instinct is this one. My instinct is this one. I'm wrong. Good instincts, Victoria.
But
Parodying that in the Netflix video where he mansplains what the show is to you? Or was that they just wrote that and they gave that to you guys? Here's an afternoon, let's do this.
no, he's not mansplaining. He's just being a nice guy. Yeah, no, not in that circumstance. Then he was mansplaining.
Right, but for the bit, for the thing that they...
She happens to be kind of a maniac, so I think you can read like little beats and nuances if you want to see it, because she's she's unhinged. So
how does it feel? It feels like cream. Smells fancy. Not that fancy. It smells a little like baby powder.
Yeah, when I go back home, I tidy up a lot. Okay. Like I just try to recenter myself. I smoke weed.
Nice.
Let's get rid of the taboo.
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's medicine. And I listen to music.
And they're so humble about it, and yet they're making these incredible creations. Not that I'm saying being humble is like the best thing ever. Sometimes you should shout from the mountaintops about how you've accomplished something. And sometimes they do, and it makes it even cuter because you know.
Okay, man, let me smell you, man. God damn it. I really don't know. They are very similar consistencies. They look almost identical, but this one had the thin film, so now I need to understand some significance to the thin film and what that means.
is true for all of us. He's like, what does he say? He's like, you don't feel worthy of love.
So you don't feel worthy of love.
So you don't feel worthy of love, yeah.
Right.
And he says it twice because he's talking about love and then love the character.
Is there anything you can share about the new project?
I'm blonde now.
Okay, that's fun.
It's scary.
That's kind of what I figured I'd get.
I'm probably wrong, but I want to go with this one. God damn it. Oh, can I not say bad word? Oh no.
I developed a similar fear when my dad was reading me To Kill a Mockingbird when I was little, and I was always scared that Boo Radley was looking through my window.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you dream that aspect?
No, I would just be scared going to sleep. I don't really remember any bad dreams.
What's your go-to record, or when you're doing music, when you're listening to when you're doing music? What am I, an alien? Who says that? When you're listening to
human music.
When you're listening to music.
I don't know, I want to go for the German one. Not because it's necessarily any better. They both tasted the same, similarly good. I want to go with the one with the German just because I don't recognize the name, so that's probably fancy. Yeah! Yeah! I got it, I'm winning!
And how they're creating these things.
That's amazing. Who was your...
It's serious, man.
Who was your first...
How did it work? Did you get the news? Hey, you're doing another one? Did you audition?
I don't.
You don't know if you can share that? Yeah.
I don't know, but it was really, yeah, I felt really lucky.
Yeah.
I've never talked about this or like talked about whether or not I can talk about it.
Then we're just gonna keep moving. How about
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
I ain't looking to get you in trouble.
Thank you.
No, of course not. Well, we're all really obviously.
This feels a little bit softer. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does.
I 2 years ago, you couldn't have told me I was gonna be in the position I'm in now. I wouldn't believe you. It's really crazy. Life's fucking crazy.
To go back to do what I love?
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
I have to get on a plane and go work. Like,
I'm amazed. It's incredible. Like to have that opportunity to see a new city, to work with amazing people, and to tell this story that I'm really excited about people seeing. Yeah. Oof, I wish I could share things.
hey,
I really,
you know what?
really
Here you
do.
go. When you can, come back.
I'm excited.
All right.
Yeah.
So promise that you come back.
It's good. Well, I like the taste of this one more, but I don't know if that means it's more expensive.
So I reached out to your fans, and I want to get some fan questions. So this one's for you specifically first. So I'm going to go ahead and have you just hit play here. This is from some of your fans.
Oh my god.
So, Victoria.
Oh my god!
Are you more inclined to believe in ghosts now that you've been one?
Oh my
Hi,
god!
Victoria. We're really looking forward to seeing the show.
Those are my
And
parents!
Juniper wants to know if you're going to be able to come home.
Thank you.
Thank you, and
Thank
congratulations on an amazing season of television.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I got too serious about diminishing the taboo about weed.
No, that's all right. People smoke weed, man. You're in New York. Some of these people are high right now. What are you worried about? Did you see my crew? I'm kidding, guys.
What?
Utmost professional, except for Kate.
I guess this whole thing is the test of whether or not I have expensive taste. But now I'll know. Damn, I hope it's this one, because this one tastes better. And it's not that one. That's okay, I don't care. Who cares about winning? That's not what life's about. Or expensive things. Also not what life's about. But this was fun.
I was sent the audition while I was subletting in New York. I hadn't even like moved there yet. I auditioned on tape, and I thought I did a horrible job. So there you go. If you're ever worried about.
I always ask in hopes of discovery of a new fun little gadget.
Yeah, that's a good one. My mom got me a Vegetti.
Oh, those are great.
Which sounds a little, but
Yes.
it's making spaghetti out of vegetables.
They know what they did with that name. They know.
You would think. I don't know though. Yeah.
I have.
So now I'm drunk from all the champagne, and I can't do any of the thing. I'm joking. Thank you so much for playing. Wait, no, it was my game. Okay, that was so much fun. Thank you. Excuse me. Champagne. That was the champagne.
Damn, I did that. And then you're like, oh my God, I did that.
You know, trying to get the performance there, but also learning about where to take my mark, how to conserve my energy over working so many hours in a day, figuring out how to cry over and over and over again. Like, that's challenging.
And what can you tell us about the now classic episode, one take episode, about shooting that?
Yes.
It was intense.
More so for you, I think.
I know.
than
I
me.
feel like you got.
I would just like walk out, be like this, and be like, okay, I'm gonna sit back down on the couch.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you love this video, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye. See you soon.
Já viu rico namorar pobre?
Ollie got it!
Results of a downhill skiing and the Now we've got Victoria.
Hi, this is Emily. Welcome back to my channel. This video is about a new show on Netflix, The Haunting of Bly Manor, with two beautiful actresses, Victoria Pedretti and Amelia Eve.
We see what looks like Danny's hand on Jamie's shoulder at the very end of the series. Do you think Danny visited Jamie before, or was this the first time?
I think Danny is always with Jamie.
I believe that Danny's been with Jamie the whole time, ever since Jamie sees her under the water. Amityville Horror.
Amityville Horror.
Amityville Horror.
And I feel like this whole story, the whole of the Haunting of Bly Manor story that's encompassed within that story that the narrator tells, is the first time that Jamie would have really delved back into that memory and pulled it all out, and a bit of a catharsis of sort, but it's open to interpretation.
Victoria, do you have a favorite Danny and Jamie scene?
I personally really like the moonflower scene. It really says something that Jamie, who keeps everything so private, takes the time to water their flower, you know, to try to cultivate this relationship and open up and be vulnerable.
Carrie! Get out of here. Carrie didn't have TVs. There was no TVs around when Carrie was made. That's got to be The Ring, right?
No, I watched it, and there's ghosts in the walls. What happened to those cast members when they finished shooting? Like, people dying.
Exorcism! Poltergeist!
No!
Didn't even know
I
that.
really should get it, because I was able to actually
Get out of here.
quote the lines and stuff.
If Hannah didn't die, do you think her and Owen would have tried being in a relationship?
Oh.
Do you think they would have lasted as long as Danny and Jamie?
Yeah. I think that Hannah hasn't been touched by a man for so long. Once she started to have him, getting some, you know, she would have been holding on to her man for dear life.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
If I was embarrassed by the fact I belched all the time, but I'm not.
I really like filming the one in our flower shop. It was like a promising moment for them finally. Everything had been a bit of a trial up until then, and someone was always a bit down and someone was pulling somebody else up, and so it was finally a moment where we both just got to be happy in this relationship, and it was really beautiful.
What I consider to be one of the all-time great scares in the history of pop culture, which is, Victoria, it's you coming from the back seat, episode 8, I think, from season 1.
Yeah.
And brush it off your shoulder. I was just sort of curious what that was like for you to film.
I had a conversation with my mom, and I was like, Mom, if there's any chance I book this role for Bly Manor, imagine if I got to work with Carly Gugino, how cool would that be? And I was so excited. And then to find out she's going to play the older version of my character, I was like, ah!
Someone showed me a clip like later on, and it got me. It's an excellent jump scare. That scare.
Yeah, it's so good.
Receive your award.
Well, You know, very young, I I started popping out of places and saying "ah."
You were born for that moment.
But there was one particular day where Owen's making a cake. Benjamin, who plays Miles, doesn't do sugar. You know, I'm just thinking about this when COVID and everything. There's this big thing of batter. We shot it about 5 times and we're all dipping our finger into this batter. I've got OCDs. I was like,
licking the spoon.
Licking the spoon again and again and again. I didn't change that bowl. And then these guys, you, Amelia, I think you started it. You started the food fight in the kitchen. I ended up covered in flour.
Because I knew that it was coming, but I can't remember exactly the moment that it happens. And I was sitting like quietly alone with like my friend's dog. And I definitely freaked out also, which is weird because it was me, but I also freaked out. And that dog was like, what is happening?
Did you keep anything from set?
I kept some earrings. I
don't know if I'm not sure. I got one of Jamie's dresses, which was cool. One that was made for me because it was just a massive dress, and then they pinned it and fit it and shaped it to fit me.
Results of the downhill skiing. No, we've got Victoria Pedretti. Oh my God, Danny. Danny, what is that? Who's that? There's no one. Anyway, unpredictable. It seems that year after year the same team wins. This light bulb.
The first prankster was little Amelie. And here comes this little girl skipping down the stairs and she says, hello, would you like a sweet? And so you take a sweet, you pop it in your mouth.
And it would be so sour.
And your eyes are streaming, your nose are running from this sweet. And she's...
Must be...
Rahul Kohli would fart.
She likes being wound up.
He does it on purpose. He times it intentionally. Rahul are walking off into the distance and he is farting underneath that coat, and I'm little and he's big, and so I'm just trapped in this guff couch.
Yes! Yes! Really?
A lot of people were like, you can't watch Hereditary if you're scared. Like, it's really, really bad. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So I sat down, I watched it. I was fine.
Psycho came out, people stopped taking showers. When Jaws came out, people stopped going to the beach.
Yeah, literally.
I hope not. I'm still showering, I promise.
Was there any wavering, or was there anyone around you that was like, you should pursue like a more practical path in college and, you know, grow up and be a doctor or something like that?
Yeah, even my acting faculty told me that. They were like, I don't know if you're cut out for this. They were like, maybe you should try. This was the most offensive thing. They were like, maybe you should try directing. And I was like, that's not easier.
That kid with the really pale face, like ghostly.
Yeah.
And the jet black hair.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Yes.
Oh,
You got orphanage.
It was very hard for me to get over this idea that if I had a piece of trash and I needed to throw it away, I had to hand it to somebody to throw it away, because that just keeps everything moving. But I was really disturbed by the idea that I had to hand my trash over to somebody else. And I was like, can we not do this? And they were like, no, this is okay.
Is John Kramer the guy that plays Saw?
Doesn't he die in one? Isn't that the whole thing as well?
No, he's pretending he's dead the whole time. Spoiler alert.
I don't think Quentin Tarantino's seen anything I've done. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about the process, but it was very strange, very cool. It had nothing to do with having done anything prior, because I got that job when I was finishing up working on Hill House. So nothing I had been in had ever been released, which is kind of cool, you know? Got a Tarantino movie with no credits, whatever.
My pencil's working! My pencil!
Excuses.
So beautifully. You know, I loved working with Amelia and getting to do so many scenes with her, but then also scenes that I didn't get to watch getting shot with, you know, Oliver and Tahira and Tania and Rahul. Like, that shit fucking
killed me. I mean, that fucked me up when I read it, but then seeing them do it was like was watching it as if I had never read it, if that makes sense.
I think it was relay my love and I
Shut up!
beneath the weeping willow.
Yeah!
Hey,
Blind Manor.
Blind Manor. What the Blind Manor? I got there first.
Blind Manor.
Blind Manor. That's me.
This season, I took a lot of the underwear.
Taking the useful stuff. I get it.
No, I mean everywhere I go, I take the underwear. But
Love story gone wrong.
Ghost.
Oh,
Patrick's crazy.
They got the clay on their hands. They're like,
Yeah, but I can't. To be honest,
dirty.
you're younger than me. You've still got good eyesight. I don't have good eyesight. I can't
Turn
see
the
that. I
light
can't even
on.
see clay. It's
the light
tiny.
Yeah.
It's a tiny picture.
That is for today. Thank you so much for watching this and see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Já viu rico namorar pobre?